Welcome to a presentation of highlights from the Worcester County Public Schools 2021 Parent Survey. The Parent Survey was administered online using SurveyMonkey. The survey window opened November 1st and lasted through the 19th, which was purposefully inclusive of American Education Week. Many schools leveraged American Education Week to generate greater participation. Participation this year reached a total of 1,963 responses, which represents 54% of households in our school system. That's an all-time high response rate since the survey went fully online in 2015. The survey was accessible from any computer or mobile device, allowing parents to complete the survey at their convenience using the device of their preference. The amount of respondents completing the survey on a mobile device continued to increase this year, with 88% of surveys being completed with that mobile device, an 8 percentage point hike over the survey's last administration. It's important to note, however, that to accommodate families that have limited or no internet access, schools were also able to provide hard copies of the survey for their completion as well. The Parent Survey gauges satisfaction through the use of a weighted Likert rating scale. Favorability percentages were calculated using responses of satisfactory or higher. Responses indicating not applicable or service not utilized were omitted from favorability calculations. All instructional programs received a favorability rating of 95% or higher, including a new content area that was added this year: Finding Performing Arts. Parents were also given the opportunity to elaborate on their selections through an open-ended question. Of the 328 open-ended responses received, there was no clear majority, as responses ranged widely, from varying feelings on COVID-19 protocols to specific comments on personnel performance. However, there were a few repeated comments, including a desire to see the World Languages or Foreign Languages program expanded to include more languages, and a desire to have more programmatic offerings. Respondents also indicated high levels of satisfaction with the availability of instructional materials, such as digital devices, textbooks, media, lab, and audiovisual equipment. Favorability for these categories ranged from 95 to 98% and had no statistical significant change from the last administration's findings. Across the board, the supplemental programs category saw a very slight decline in favorability since the survey's last administration, which could be attributed to the limitations placed upon many of these programs as a result of the pandemic. Even with the slight decline, the after-school, extended day programs, and extracurricular activities all received favorability ratings of 93% or higher. Athletic programs received a favorability rating of 88%. Parents were also given the opportunity to suggest additional supplemental programs through another open-ended question. Of the 318 responses received, the top requests mirrored that of prior years, with increasing availability and offerings for after-school activities and programs, including athletics at the middle school level, and foreign language exploration programs. Support services such as meal programs, guidance counseling, health, and transportation all received high ratings in this year's survey. Health services achieved a 97% favorability rating, and food services remained virtually flat from the last administration of the survey, with the breakfast program receiving 93% favorability and 90% for the lunch program. Transportation services also remained flat at 93%. Overall, school grounds and facilities continue to receive high marks in this year's survey, with very little statistical difference from prior survey data. Classroom space availability jumped nearly 5 percentage points from the last survey, while parents continued to score parking areas at 89%. Survey respondents were asked to rank in order of importance 7 identified budget priorities. Results closely mirrored the priorities of prior years, with small class sizes, teacher and staff compensation and benefits, and high-quality instruction listed as the top priorities. Respondents also had the opportunity to write in what priorities outside of those in the ranking listing that they felt were important to include in the FY 2023 school system budget. Analysis of the open-ended responses indicated that a top priority for parents continues to be school safety. This year, it was inclusive of COVID-19 related improvements as well. Close behind was resources for special education support, various capital improvement projects across the county, and the expansion of bus routes in the northern end of the county. To view the executive report of the 2021 Parent Survey results as provided to the Board of Education this evening, please visit our website, www.worcesterk12.org this week. Thank you.